Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic here, and we are back with part five. Part five, all right, of the Battle Angel Alita Read-A-Thon. Anytime you get to part five of Read-A-Thon, it's good because you're really into what like for me, at least for me, right? Anytime I get into like a Read-A-Thon and I reach part five of Read-A-Thon, it's dope because I know I'm into whatever it is that I'm reading. I'm probably going to continue it, barring like Kingdom, right? Because Kingdom was just kind of like, sort of the circumstances was just like legal scans. Didn't want to read those. That's just me. All right. That was just me. That was just the choice that I made, and I'm just sticking with that. But Alita, we got Alita. We got Alita with us. We are on the deluxe edition. All right. Volume 2. It's a beautiful edition. It's a beautiful edition. Okay. Y'all should go get it. All right, Battle Angel Alita. Just beautiful art, beautiful. The cover is dope. When you get color pages, you get color pages. All right, so I'm really, really happy to continue this. Last time we left off, y'all see the tweet. Y'all seen the tweet where the live stream is embedded in it. I'm still like, I remember this week. I was working and I was like thinking about like the last chapter, and I was like, oh. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's still hitting. It's still hitting me. It's still like, Michael, my God, what's good? What's good? All right. It's still, okay. So we got to move on, but we got to move on. We gotta move on. All right, that's just how it is. Okay, so we're doing chapters 13 to 15. And I think generally that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm always gonna pretty much do 3 chapters because usually there's always like one super long chapter that kind of counts as almost like 2 chapters. It's weird. But that's what I'm gonna be doing for the most part. All right. We're in the deluxe edition, volume 2. All right, and when it says volume 2 here, it doesn't mean like a normal sort of like tankobon or volume, right? It's like an omnibus sort of edition. So there's I'm gonna say maybe like 2 volumes in one or 3 volumes in one or something like that. I want to say. All right, so let's get into it. Last chapter. That chapter was heavy. All right. Man, oh man. I'm just looking at it. It's just like, ooh, my heart is like in my stomach. You know what I mean? Good Lord. I mean, that's the point. That's the goal. The goal for me is to read this, then to read the other ones, because I know the other ones are like, sort of like additional like stories that kind of flesh out characters that I haven't even met yet. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm finishing this and then getting to those stories. All right, so chapter 13 or fight 13 is entitled Killing Angel. All right, Killing Angel. Scrapyard, West Sector. So we see a bunch of different things. A lot of just like nods to different stuff embedded in this just dope art. Very interesting. Move on. All right. It's been 1 month since all of that. Oh, wow. Okay. She just left. Ito's just looking around. One day, Alita just up and left, probably in shock from losing Yugo. But she left without saying anything, and I haven't seen her since. I've come wandering out here to the western sector in search of her. Both my hunter and my medical gigs are on hold until I can bring her back home. Sometimes I imagine what will happen if the search lasts years. Guess I better find a bed for the night. Then the streets will become my castle, my friend. I like that. Ito's like, you know what? the little dog. It's like, you know what? Here you go. Here's some food. Ah. Okay. No, that's not Alita. Help me. Help me. Shut up. I'm too tired tonight. And I don't have my rocket hammer. Yeah, that's wild. That's like, this is like one of those moments that really, again, this is the kind of stuff that just says a lot. It speaks volumes without it having to be like super extra or anything like that. It really reminds me of like, and this is like me saying, as someone who's watched the thing that I'm going to mention first and then reading this, it like Spider-Man 2, right? When whatchamacallit, where Peter decides like not to be Spider-Man 2, the original, the Sam Raimi version with Tobey Maguire. And he stops, he just doesn't want to be Spider-Man anymore. He's like, this is too much, like it's killing me, destroying my relationship to people, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't want to do this no more. And there's like a point where someone's like in trouble and he's just like, I gotta ignore it. Like I gotta ignore it. And to me, it's wild. It's like such a wild thing. Like you have to be in such a place, you know, to like see that someone is in like, you know, really, really in trouble, and you're just like, that's wild to me. Hold her down, all right? Okay. So okay. Ah, my butt. What the? Okay, I see what's happening there. That's interesting. Do you really want to go, old man? Not particularly. Yo, Ito looking like Constantine right now. You got the whole look. But I think this pipe here wants to say goodnight to you, gents. Yo. Oh, yeah? Boom. Boom. Oh, you're going to get it now. Yo. Ito going in. Oh, I'm going to enjoy ripping your throat out. Boom. Kick right in the balls. Woo. And then slammed his face. Oh, goodness. Thank you. Phew. Good thing they weren't cyber enhanced with heavy weapons. The girl's name was Shimura. Shumira. Sorry, not Shimura. Shimira. Shimira is so grateful to Ito. Want to thank you so much. Okay. Ito has place to stay. If not, come with me. Shimira makes you dinner. She seems awfully trusting just after being attacked. But at times like these, I prefer to be stoic. Actually, I'm looking for someone. Huh? Is she Ito's girlfriend? No, it's nothing like that. It really isn't, I swear. Hey, wait. But as Shimira dragged me onward, I couldn't help but ask myself, what exactly is Alita to me anyway? When I came to my senses, we were in a bright and noisy place. Motorball? Wait, I've heard of this. It's a battle race that's popular in the western sector. The cyborgs players fight over a single ball as they race around a circuit course. One for number 57. Here, monitor ticket for channel 57. Ito, watch on this. Huh? Hey, all you thirsty ghouls roaming this mortal plane of existence. Tonight, the gates of hell will open wide. That's right. Those grim and bold freaks among you who bought monitor tickets have your coffins waiting for you downstairs. Thanks for your business, suckers. Huh? Shimira, where are you? How does this all work? I'm not one for being buffeted around by crowds. By this point, I was wishing I just accepted her offer to put me up for the night. Well, since I'm here, I might as well check it out. Welcome to channel 57, monitoring station for Bardiche. You will experience exciting sights and sounds of Motorball in real time through your chosen player's senses. Oh, wow. That's dope. That's really interesting. Whoa. My eyes and ears were suddenly thrust into a battle at 300 kilometers an hour. I was essentially inside the body of player 57. Now I see the appeal. It's a hardcore roller coaster for adults. Wow. That's really interesting. I wonder if there's like I would assume that there's not a link. Like, if you're connected in that way, then like you die, right? I don't think it's like that. It's probably like some sort of neural like implant or something, in some way. Yeah, but yeah, those dudes like they needed to get their butts kicked real quick. Facts, Michael. Boom. Just a brutal motorball battle. Boom, boom. Yeah. Looks like number 57, the venerable Bardiche is having mechanical trouble. He heads in for a pit stop. Okay, so they're fixing him up. Hurry up with that leg. Switch out my left arm for a flail. Who's got the ball now, Nick? It's Jet Yuryov. Or Deg Yuryov. He'll pass by soon. And watch out for that one, Rookie. Everyone who tries to make a move on that Rookie gets crushed instead. Yo. I bet you that's Alita. None of these whelps can possibly stand up against a great Bardiche. That's why you're about to get your butt whooped. All right, he's going. Whoa. From a lap behind, Bardiche leaps over the pit wall and ambushes the ball keeper, number 31. Degyaryov. Or Detyaryov. Boom. Just got smacked in the face. Deggy can't get out of the way in time, and he's down. Bardiche's got the motorball now. Wahaha. Yeah, here we go. Barty's got it all to himself. Can he complete the lap and emerge the winner? He's into the home stretch, but there's one player stopped before the goal line waiting for him. Yo. It's the Angel of Slaughter who showed up out of nowhere 2 weeks ago. Channel number 99. Hey. All right, and now I get the cover. Like, the cover makes all the total sense now. Dope. Channel number 99. It's Alita. Oh, yo. Yeah, she got... Yo, you see those weapons, man? Boom. Crack. That was Alita? I don't believe it. She holds the ball aloft and walks over the goal line. That confidence is almost infuriating. A dramatic, elegant fourth victory for Alita. Number 99, Alita. Dope. Ito's just moving through the crowd trying to get to her. Boom, boom. Keep out. Alita! Huh? Ooh, that's a face, yo. He's like, Alita. Hey, what are you doing in here? This is off limits, you bum. Let go of me. Unhand me. Alita! Motorball main shaft or Mannschaft. A lot of this stuff is in like German, it looks like. Like different languages. Very interesting. Okay, so she's got her own like trailer. She's just like broken apart just now. Wow, Alita. Just wow. You're really something. I ain't even fine-tuned that Wetzug. Wetzug. The name for the special race use bodies for motorball players. There are strict regulations on engine RPM, actuator, actuator, or actuator. No, not actuator. Actuator. Sorry, actuator. Right, actuator, reaction speed, and so on to ensure fair competition. Yeah, but against Alita, that ain't really fair. But that doesn't matter to me because Alita's dope. What's good, Brian? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good, Michael? You know, what's good? What's good? All right. Yeah. I saw like a little bit of the trailer, but I didn't get like I only got like the stuff when it came to like the motorball. I was like, what's going on here? This is weird. This doesn't make any sense. But everything else I got because I had met why did I forget this guy's name? I'm terrible. Backtrack a bit. What's the kid's name again? I'm terrible. Like it hit me so hard, and I like just Yugo. How did I forget Yugo's name? There are so many Yugos, man. Yugo is just a character that just like stayed dying. Just a character that stayed dying. All right, let's move. Let's go back. But the trailer was cool. But it was also like, this is gonna be rated PG-13. I don't know about that. All right. Oh, there's like a little like pet animal. I don't know what it is, but it looks very cute. Don't get all carried away just because we beat down some scrubs down in 3rd League, Umba. When I was still balling, my tremor. Need my medication. We still having trouble finding a sponsor, Ed? Don't worry, we'll be hauling in the dough soon. Lots of folks tuning in on the monitors. Sorry. If we maintain, I don't know what that drug is. That's interesting. If we maintain this winning percentage, we'll attract sponsors, get out of this money pit, and rank up to 2nd League in no time. With Alita, top league ain't impossible. You never know what'll happen in life, eh? To think this girl was bawling her eyes out at Joe's pub just a month ago. Ed. Whoops, forgot. I promise not to bring that up. Umba. What? Why did you create this player body to have female proportions? Well, because you're a woman, of course. It makes sense for these high-speed, lightweight humanoid architecture. And the crowds love it. My goal was to forget everything. That's why I chose to be a motorball player. My old body, the Berserker, is dormant in some warehouse. Wow. It sleeps along with my memories of Ito's love and Yugo's bitter end. Just a piece of steel. I want to be a razor's edge. Oh man, she gonna do it. Ooh. She legit had to felt like she had to discard her body. Like, and this is what I love, right? Again, like it's this like these sort of metaphysical like critiques and like statements that are made with this stuff like that, right? Like this idea that if I'm able to discard my body, then I'm able to discard like myself in a certain way, my identity. And if I can do that, then all of the trauma and awful things stays with the body, with the physicality of it. Very, very, very interesting. I mean, in Alita, like obviously that's not true. Right, but it's interesting, and it sort of shows like where Alita is, how she conceptualizes things, the way that she's like very like young in different ways. You know what I mean? Very interesting, very interesting. It's sort of a similar thing to like kids that sort of like when you're dealing with like very like toddlers and like adolescent, like little kids, and they like believe that if like they can't see you, you can't see them. It's stuff like that. Like it's that sort of level of like sort of thinking. I don't know. Very interesting. I've had enough of you. Get lost, bum. Ugh. Man, they really beat him up. She's not the same Alita anymore. She's changed. Ito. Shamira? Ito, bleeding. Blood. Ito okay? Did Ito find the woman Ito searched for? It doesn't matter anymore. Then Ito come over, okay? Do you live alone? No, one older brother. Brother never comes home. Shamira is so lonely. Oh yeah, Ito's is a doctor, right? Brother is sick. Help fix him. What makes you think I'm a doctor? This. Doctor symbol. Huh? Ah, see? See? Here. This is Shumira's brother. The top league tourney. There can only be one. Champion. Jashugun. Interesting. Like, well, yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Superstar of the Motor Bowl top league. Jashugun. So that's your big brother? Isn't brother cool? And what's interesting about that is that like the symbol on Ito's like forehead, right, sort of says like tells her that like he's a doctor. To me that's interesting. Very interesting. I want to know more about because I guess it's that simple. But I don't know. Moving on. Uh-oh. The lead group gets tangled up at Rage Corner and eats it hard. The motor ball is loose, but no one in the rear is able to catch it. Not only is the ball bouncing erratically, they have to be careful to evade the messy crash as they pass it on the turn. Dope art. The motor ball is 30 centimeters wide and weighs 40 kilograms, and the bulges on its surface rotate at random due to the onboard motors within. The switches to still the bulges are found inside the grip holes. Without deactivating that rotation, it's impossible to maintain possession for long. Whoa, what was that black blur that just swept through and snatched the ball? You know who that is. That's Alita, probably. It's Alita once again. Will this race be her 5th consecutive victory? I want to be a razor's edge. Heh, you're so pure. But did you know that the purer a steel is, the more fragile? All right, someone's coming up behind her. Phew. But she sliced dude's leg off? Oh boy. Alita, these are Damascus blades. They were forged by the greatest bladesmith to ever live. You see that beautiful patterning on the surface? That comes from a mixture of metal alloys of different hardness. It's called Damascus steel. They say the material to forge this blade came from the scrap here in town. In all of the universe, the ultimate Damascus steel can only be found here in the scrapyard. The impurities breathe life into the steel, making it into the sleek, resilient, powerful Damascus blades you wield now. Damascus steel. Steel made using a unique production method, thought to originate from the city of Damascus in Syria. And that's interesting. I mean, like Damascus has a very like biblical connotation. It's the road that I believe Saul walked on, right? And during that he was like introduced to like God in a way, or saw Jesus and like sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Had like a sort of epiphany and like a very intense like transformation, and he sort of changed, and that's sort of the transition from like Saul to Paul. So there's a lot that's kind of sort of going on there. The apostle, right? Like and like, so there's sort of a lot that I think might be going on here, but it's always neat to like think about that and maybe see if there are more connections than just like that Damascus is a town in Syria, because I think again, it's much more sort of important than just that. At the final corner, number 62, Armor Togo closes the gap by breaking in reverse position in the Dragonfly stance. It's a season-long champ of the third league's finishing move. Yeah. Taste the Jigen School's Cloud Gleam Strike. Cloud Gleam Strike. The quickness of a sword strike is divided into several units of speed, with the slowest being the time of one breath of heartbeat, called Bun. In increasing speed, this is followed by Bio, 1/8 Bun, Shi, 1/10 Bio, Kotsu, 1/10 Shi, Go, 1/10 Kotsu, and Unyo, 1/10 Go. The fastest unit, Unyo, or Cloud Gleam, is 1/800th of one breath. It is a poetic metaphor for the speed of lightning. Ah, that's dope. That's dope. I like that a lot. Very cool, very cool. I love the way that was broken down. That's a note. That's how you do notes, right? They should be very clear. They should explain things in a way where you're like, oh, this is. I got you. I see you. I see what you're doing. I got it. Really good. And there's a huge burst of sparks. Who emerges triumphant? Impossible. How could my Panya Nagamitsu snap in half? Panya Nagamitsu. The legendary katana passed down from Oda Nobunaga to Tokugawa Ieyasu. Panya Nagamitsu is not this sword. Okay. Whoa. Man, he got cut. And Togo's head is off. The champ has been toppled. Once again, our winner is number 99, Alita. The impurities breathe life into the steel. Very cool, very cool. Fight number 14 is entitled Audience with the King of Kings. That was good. That was really good. I like that a lot. I'm hoping that like she like takes like the Damascus like blade and like takes that with her when she goes to retrieve her old body. That's what I hope. That would be great. You know, it's sort of like, you know, like a metaphor for like growth and you know, shifts in like personality and stuff like that. You know, an experience, like that'd be great. All right, let's see what's going on. Number 99, Alita of S-Dog Motors has 10 straight victories and sits at number 3 in the third league point rankings. I pulled her out of the scrap heap and gave her life, and this is how she repays me? Oh, this isn't the last time you heard from me. Ito, come on, no standing around. Big Brother's game is about to start. See, Ito, you're backtracking, Ito. You're backtracking. Ito. She doing what she doing. I can understand you being concerned, but to be like, I brought her to life. You know, if she wasn't for me, she wouldn't even be in this world. You know what I mean? It's like, stop. But I thought your brother was supposed to be sick. Yes, Shamira is worried about that, but Big Bro is a champion, so Big Bro can't lose. Her brother Jasugan is the champ of the top league, the greatest player in Motorball. I've been staying over at Shimura's place for a week now, and I still haven't met him. The people really love him. Jasugan's games are always sold out, including all the monitor tickets. It'll be standing room only for us. Reminds me of my glory days. You'll be promoted to second league soon enough, but it'll be good for you to see what top league competition looks like for when you do get there, or when you do get here. Hey, Kimji, wait. Forget about that little thing, dummy. Come back, Kimji. Oh, thank you. Hey, can Shumira have this? What? No. Put that thing on a leash already, but it has no neck. What's up? Shumira? They're about to start. Big Mimi. Just listen to the roar of the crowd. They cheer for Jasugan, Emperor of the Motorball League. It's his first time on the circuit in over a month. Wow. Because our champ is so good, the normal rules are insufficient to ensure a proper competition. He'll be facing 2 handicaps as per usual, no left arm, and a trio of challengers all at once. Bruh, this dude is ridiculous. You know? Bruh. Those are some handicaps. He'll be facing number 49, Claymore, 5th in the rankings. Number 87, Piaketa in 7th place, and number 6, Kalashnikov, and number 3, all top ballers. So he only has 1 arm to use, and he's going to face 3 opponents at once? That's how he rolls. This is crazy. Big Bro will win. Ito will see. Our contestants are doing their warm-up lap behind the pace car. The car drops the motor ball, and they're off. Who will catch the motorball first? Uh-oh. Well, they all came at him at once. Wow. Yo, he's ridiculous. Yo, what? What? Wow. Even with a simultaneous attack from 3 directions, the challengers cannot touch the godlike emperor of the circuit. Jasugan is already off and running. After his recent lack of activity, fans started to wonder if he was retiring or worse, dead. But this performance put those rumors to bed. The king is alive and well. His physical agility is incredible, but I can dodge attacks too. Heh, you'll see what he can really do once he uses his machine crats. Machine crats? Machine fist. The reason he's undefeated. But why does he seem to be in such a hurry to win? What's he playing at? He's sick. Huh? Oh, and it just hit him. Wow. Uh-oh. The champion topples off his feet. Is he having technical trouble? The ball is loose. Number 87, Kaeda catches up and snatches the ball. The challengers are in control, but they're not attacking the champ. They carefully speed around him. He's not moving. Jasugan is still down. The crowd is stunned. Big brother! There. He's on his feet at last. But he's stumbling around like a sleepwalker. The champion's heading to the pit, one hand on the fence for support. What happened to him? And Jasugan stumbles into the pit. Will he even be able to continue the game? If he can't return to the track within 10 minutes, he is disqualified and his opponents win automatically. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not used to like German, like certain names. So, or just like names where the sort of phonetics, like the combination of like letters, like come together to form like a sound that I'm not like accustomed to within certain names. It's an adjustment, but I'll get it. What do those yahoos think they're doing? That's Ito. Hey, get back over that fence. Yo, boom, he just knocked the dude's head off. Or he knocked the mask off, bruh. What's going on? What's going on here? The fans are all in a tizzy, climbing over the fence. That's dangerous. Stay off the track, folks. Yo. Hey, are you people listening to me? Get your dumb butts off the racetrack. Yeah, electrify the fence. Who is that man, Chimera? Hey, get security over there. Ito has doctor's marks, see? Whoa, we're so terribly sorry, sir. I'll do anything I can to help. Just explain the patient's condition to me. He's having spasms where his brainwaves flatline. Up to this point, he's always quickly recovered on his own, but not this time. Hurry, this way. 1 minute since flatline. Man, I can't get a reaction. His glucose metabolism is bottoming out. Big bro. We all ordered him to stop competing, but his sense of pride wouldn't allow him to forfeit the championship. I've never heard of spasms or brain death. What's the cause? Drugs? Injury? Metabolic addiction? He earned his trophy by undergoing brain augmentation to acquire superhuman battle instincts, but at a terrible price. He is constantly risking death. Brain augmentation? Augmentation? Yes. I see the neuron enhancement via artificial proteins. His cortisol, or his cortical column itself has been reconstructed. This is Zalamite technology, a total remodeling of the brain using nanomachines. Microscopic robots measured in nanometers or millionth of a millimeter that are constructed on a molecular level. And someone in the scrapyard was able to perform this high-level operation? And on top of the fact that she recognized the mark of Zalem on my forehead, can it be? Listen up. This is a bit extreme, but I want you to stimulate his substantia innominata. Sorry. I want you to stimulate his substantia innominata with electrodes. Also, administer a solution of glutamic acid, GABA, and peptides. Shimura, come over here. What are we doing, doctor? We're going to use an amp to magnify Shimira's brain waves and try to break through Jasugan's brain. Is that actually going to bring him back to life? Not according to any textbook, but in my experience, the best jolt of the system of any flatline person is the voice of a loved one. Are you ready, Shamira? When I give a signal, I want you to pray for all your worth. Pray that your brother comes back to you. Got it. Substantia innominata. A mass of gray matter at the base of the brain's basal ganglia. Within it is Maynard's nucleus bacillus, a group of neurons that, when stimulated, produce a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine that activates nerve cells. Okay. Huh. Yeah. So we're back to the motorball movement. I've got the ball. I'm the champ now, suckers. No cheating. Ha ha ha. All right, I gotta sneeze. Ha ha ha. There's only one champion here, and that's me. And I'm not handing over the crown anytime soon. Oh boy. He's back. Jasugan the Conqueror is back and badder than ever. Yo. Phew. Had me worried there. He just destroyed these dudes, these two other dudes. Oh my goodness. He splatters two of his foes in an instant and bears down on number 6, Kalashnikov, the ball keeper. Or Kalashnikov. Kalashnikov. That's what it is. Okay. Kalashnikov. Got it. All right. Dear God. All right, champ. You want to fight? You got one. This ball is mine. Yo. What? Yo, what? You seen that? That is wild, man. Machine Kratz, mode 89B, Sidewinder. And Kalashnikov is destroyed. The champ reigns supreme. I've got it. This guy's my ticket. I can use him to crush Alita's pride and make her come crawling back to me. Oh, Ito. See, this is what women be talking about, right? Where it's like, you will have a dude that seems to have gotten something, like in terms of treating how figuring out how women want to be treated, and as people and as autonomous, and you know what I mean, and to be respected, and he's just right now he's just doing all of the things. Hey, you hear this, man? I can use him to crush Alita's pride and make her come crawling back to me. Dude, what are you doing? Terrible. And yes, Jasugan is a monster. This dude is ridiculous. Did you see that move, that Sidewinder move? That was ridiculous. Man. All right. Moving on. Fight number 15, y'all. Fight number 15 is called Skull Sport. Okay? All right. Some water. All right. Okay, it's interesting because she's changing battle stances. Very interesting. Whoosh. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Plant. Boom. Yo, she going in. A palm thrust. Wow. That's wild. I've never seen anyone pulling off moves using a wetsuit with a limiter like that before. And I built the darn thing. What kind of magic tricks are you using, Alita? No magic at all, Umba. It's just Panzerkunst. A method of mechanical body control for use in combat. That's all. Limiter. A device built into a wetsuit that holds its power output within league regulation levels. Okay. Dummies 1 and 2 suffered C4 vertebra breaks, but Dummy 3's damage is just wild. How was the internal temperature so much higher than the surface? It started with a Haken wind, then a Haventer, a Havritsrabant, and finally a Hertzauken, or a Hertz Ausen, sorry. Or Hertz Ahauen. I can't. Man, I gotta practice. I gotta practice these terms because these sound very German. Like I gotta practice them. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm butchering these names. I apologize. I really do. Okay. The Hertzauchen is a move that, or the Hertzauchen is a move that infuses my fist with over 100 hertz. I guess hertz, is that what it is? Of vibration, focusing all of its destructive power into the brain of those target, even those with heavily armored skulls. Wow, Alita, where'd you learn stuff like that? Don't know. I have no memory of my past. But there are times when I'm fighting out there on the track, when I feel all those memories rushing back to me, just from an instant before I forget them again. And in fact, it's not even like Alita is my true name. My physical body is interchangeable. It's somehow me and yet not me. My body is no more than a tool. So what is the real me? This is sort of really interesting, right? Again, Alita does some very, very smart. There's some smart writing here in terms of like Alita sort of like struggle to figure right to understand who she is, what her identity is, like in a very sort of like solid finite sort of manner, right? There's like the finite sort of ideas of like of identity and who we are, and like in terms of like names, connections through people, where we live, things that we like to eat, stuff like that. And then there's just like, you know, that those more like intangible sort of things that are like constantly shifting and changing, and that growth, you know what I mean? And just, I don't know, it's very interesting. And then just the right, and then just like the idea of like her sort of saying, like her sort of understanding that her identity in some ways, right, is not tied to the body that she is attached, that her head is like attached to at a given moment, you know? But at the same time, right, like, right, she understands that like at the core, but in this other way, she's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna put my body over here because the trauma is connected to that body. And it's very interesting. It says a lot about like how sort of, again, like how trauma sort of manifests, how it reveals itself through in the face of people that have gone through it. Very, very interesting stuff here with Battle Angel Alita. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay. So, the me peering out into the world through these eyes. What is that person? Fragile and arrogant, cowardly and cruel. Who hides behind these eyes of mine? I want to know the only proof I have of myself, the only clue is my Panzerkunst. And the only way to recall my lost moves is to fight. Well, I don't know much about no fighting styles, but I reckon your Panzerkunst might be able to take down the champ's Machine Kratz. Machine Kratz? Alita, Umba, come here. We got a bit of trouble on our hands. All right. Second league, basement gymnasium. Warning, on schedule, on cost with performance. No gimmicks, tricks, all attacks legal. Ah, there you are. This is Mr. Thompson from our team sponsor, Trench Bloom Scrap Pioneering. Call me Tommy. You really are small in person. I thought we had the sponsorship contract in place and everything was ship-shaped to advance to second league, Ed. Is there a problem? Oh, trust me, it's the most trivial problem you can imagine. I'm only afraid of Alita throwing a tantrum. What? Allow me to explain. Oh boy, here we go. Each player within a single league wears a specific number between 0 and 99. In other words, there can be no more than 100 at any time. So recent rookies to join the league end up filling numbers freed up by retired or deceased players. There are about 10 numbers available to use in second league. I have to wear number 99. That's the problem. 99 is already in use in second league. Ah, I see. Is there some reason you're fixated on that number? Special memories? Not really. I just like it. That's all. And once I've got my mind set on something, I never change it. You'll just have to deal with it. You kidding me? How stubborn can you get? We've tried negotiating with the player wearing number 99 in second league, but he was furious and immediately broke off talks. So unless you change your mind, custom dictates that the only way to get it is to face him in a one-on-one game with a number on the line. You win? Yeah. Let's go. Alita, take that number, man. That's a guy in 23rd place on the second league point rankings. Number 99. Ida Kati. So you're the greedy little idiot that thinks she can waltz in and steal the number off my back. Well, you won't get it, you snot bubble. Can't say that word. Not in 4 billion years. Now don't you rise to the bait, Alita. This is a bet that's on all risk, no reward. You can say no. They're both sort of saying different. Yo, I love that. That split panel, that's dope. Dude with the mask is like, no, don't do it. And the other dude that's like, just like in awe of her Pantokunst is like, fight. Show that clown the power of your Pantokunst in my wet Zug. Yo. What? What are you egging her on? Nobody mocks Alita and gets away with it. Well, when I was a racer, when? 5 billion years ago? What? Yo, shade. Shade. He said 5 billion years ago? Yo. Oh, man. Ah, my arm. You need my shot. Yo, he got the tremor going on. Serves you right. In other words, if I beat this old man in a game, I get to compete in second league as number 99. Is that right, Mr. Thompson? You got it. Call me Tommy. You in? I'm in. Yo. This should be interesting. This is officially going into the books as a practice match. So weapons are not allowed. Instead of a motorball, we will be using the skull. Whoever can place the skull on the hook at the second turn wins the match. It'll be over in less than 20 seconds. Default track. No traps, no gimmicks, best of 3. That clumsy oaf won't stand a chance against our Alita. You think so? That Ida Kati fellow's better than you think. His winning percentage is low because he's a fighter. A scrapper who can't resist a battle when the opportunity presents itself. Alita might find this a bigger challenge than she realizes. Ready? Yeah, here we go. Go! Phew! Boom! And she picks up the skull. She's going. There we go. I knew Alita would seize the initiative with her lighter weight. First turn. Idakati's pulling for the inside. He's closing in. He's going to make a move. Yo, they're really moving. Phew. Yo, you see that? Yo, he didn't put in work. And Alita's just like, da. That's it? This is what second league's like? Whoa. Yeah, she took him off his feet. Going for the high kick while you navigate a corner is madness. Yo, you know something's coming. Huh? Okay, got her stuck and got her leg. Gotcha. Baizhong Jiantu. I'm sorry, Jiantui. Yo. Boom. That's impossible. He took down Alita? I knew it. The high kick and topple was a feint, But how do you control the fall so well at that speed? Boom. Picked it up with his leg? Bruh. Ha. No one does what I can do with my legs. These are the Asian arts. You got that, you little hussy? Oh, yo, her leg. Oh, oh, oh. Now that's a little more like it. What? Best of 3 for uniform number 99. First round winner. Ida Kati. Yo. Umba's dope. Umba's like, I got you, I support you, let's go. Murder this man. Okay. This is the only spare right leg I've got. I'm Alita. Understand? All right. I was a bit sloppy in there. I'm going to connect to you now. You'll feel a nasty numbing sensation for a few seconds while it calibrates the bias. Ooh. Bias. The voltage level that sets the operating point of an electrical signal or system. Okay. That sets the operating point. Okay. Hey, what's the holdup? We've been waiting for 40 minutes now. They're probably coming up with a way to sneak out of this now that they've seen my Asian arts and this level of the second league play. Go big or go home. The game's back on. It just took us a little time to load up all our tools and supplies. Sorry about the delay. Hey, Edzog. Call me Ed. What is it, Mr. Thompson? Alita's an excellent player with ample promise, but I think we may have picked the wrong opponent. I suggest we forfeit now and cut our losses before something bad happens. Idakati may only be 23rd in the point rankings, but he's destroyed over 145 opponents on the track. He's known among fans as the Crusher and the King without a crown. You want us to throw in a towel? Exactly. This is a fight for a player number. It's a personal thing. It won't affect her winning percentage. I hate to even suggest this, but I understand. I told her to avoid pointless personal battles too. But once the competition's begun, there's no way to stop her. But he's going to utterly destroy her. Look, I'm her manager. I believe in her. She'll win. What's the point of sponsoring a player if you don't have faith in her? Big facts. All right, big facts. All right, he's worried, obviously, and that makes like total sense. And right, and you understand where that comes from, right? You understand when people are worried. But it's also like, yo, at this point, once it's already started, all you can do is believe in her and try to help her as much as you can. It handles it even better. This manga handles women better than both of those. There are moments where I'm definitely sort of like, I don't know what's going on here. But I think generally I think it does. I think in some ways it does. But I will say I think there do need to be more in some ways there needs to be more characters like an Alita. Right now I think it does handle it better, but I think in some ways it's because there aren't as many chapters. But I think the series is like honestly like so far it's very, very good. You know, it's very, very, very good. So I think in some ways this series does handle it better. Okay. All right, she's got her leg back working again. Still feels a little off. I did give you a realignment, but I can only be so precise when time is short like this. This wetsuit has 3 times the channels in its actuators. Sorry, to provide for extra flexibility in movement. It's complex stuff. That makes replacing parts harder. If we had a fancy auto synchronizer, that help. But for now, your brain's just got to adjust to the hardware. Okay, I get it. How's it feeling? Will you be able to go? Yeah, I think so. Realignment. To fine-tune the balance of crucial parts like the legs. Good. You still got 2 chances left. So go out there and win. If I destroy my wetsuit this time, sponsor's withdrawing, right? What? You heard that? You're nicer than you look, Ed. Thanks for putting your faith in me. Now I've got a game to win. I look as nice as I am, dummy. Where's my kiss? Yeah. Round 2. You won't get to round 3. I'll crush you into scraps so fine you'll never walk again. Ready, go! Boom. And he's got the skull, I believe. Alita's coming up slower. I guess the leg replacement really did trip her up. Oh, damn. Ayadakati's got the front position. Unlike normal martial arts, motorball takes place while moving in the same direction. So unless there is a major difference in strength, the combatant in the lead has the advantage. He always took the front position and he did like this back kick. Wild. Zoom. Whoa. She blocked my Qian Qianbian Guayue, I guess. Well, how about this one? Boom. Yo, came for the face. Alita stops his leg. Yo. Oh, snap. What? She flipped over him, elbowed him, and bam. What? Wow. And just tossed him to the side. I don't believe it. She deflected a 2-part kick and managed to throw him from that posture. Hey, it's not over yet. Ayadakati has still got the skull. That's it. You wanted to get me mad? Well, you succeeded. Yo, he's coming with them kicks, man. I've got your leg now. She can't evade this shin kick just off the ground. Qiang Gunfan, Chuatsi. Oh no, not Chuatsi. Chuaitui. Or Chuaitui. Once she falls, I'll drive my knuckles into her face and splatter her brains on the asphalt. This guy is ridiculous, man. Huh? What? How did she see that coming? Yo, get him. Because you fainted before, son. That's what happened. When you faint, if you faint one time against like a character like Alita, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Right? Boom. I'm gonna die. It's a practice match, right? Alita, let's go. Took the skull. She pulled like an assassination classroom or assassination classroom pulled an Alita, right? Where it's just like you do something and like when someone is very aware of like death, you know what I mean? Or like a certain like has the experience of being hurt in a particular way, they like freeze like instinctively. So she knew that and she's like, yoink, let's go. Round 2 is mine. Second round winner, Alita. Let's go. I lost. My Daigon Quan failed. I yield my number to you. You are more worthy of it than I. What? What are you talking about, Ida? It's best of 3. You're only tied. The outcome if we fought again is clear. My style will not work on her again. I am defeated. Just tell me one thing. Those moves, they do not seem like Earthian arts to me. Where did you learn them? It's Mars Krieg. The battle style of Mars. Panzerkunst. Chapter 16, yo. That was dope. I like that a lot. Okay. So, I reached chapter 15. Okay. And that means this readathon is finished. That was dope. The fact that he was man enough to be like, well, like the fact that he was like, all right, I know that I'm prideful, but I'm gonna lose, right? This is like the like typical sort of thing. Not typical, but it's like, right? It's typical, right? It's like where it's like somebody is just so much better than you are that when they showcase that skill gap, and you see it like face to face, it's like if I went up to like I'm okay at soccer, right? Like I'm not like a pro level or anything like that. Like if I was facing like Cristiano, like Ronaldo, or Lionel Messi, or Neymar, you know what I mean? Like if I faced one of those dudes, I'd be done. Like I'd be like, I'd be scared. I'd be like, oh, I don't know. Like if like one move happened, I'd be like, all right, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I ain't scoring no goals today. Chilling. We're good. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta be able to realize that. Especially if you're a martial artist. As a martial artist, you should be able to understand, like, all right, I ain't good enough. It's a wrap for me. Take the number. Cause he was like, I'm gonna die. Right? It's like, I'm gonna die. And once that happens, stop. Right? It's only the really stupid characters that just keep going, right? And they're dead or severely injured. So that was me reading through chapters 13 through 15. Once again, Alita's dope. Panzer-kun's has a place in my heart. Panzer-kun's has a place in my heart. I love it. It's just dope. And I hope that the movie does it justice. I do. I'm really interested in seeing like what that's going to look like, because I think, right, like there's Earthian like arts, right? There's Earthian martial arts, right? Like probably like Kenpo and Aikido and all these different like and karate and like different stuff like that, right? And then there is and Muay Thai and like that type of stuff. And then there's just like Martian martial arts. What's that gonna look like, right? I don't know. I mean, like I've seen some stuff in the manga, and I think and a lot of it has to do with like just like being like incredibly in tune with just the way that's like the physics of like your surroundings and your space and everything like that. So you can do things that are just ridiculous, that are outside of the scope of Earthian martial arts. But I love it. And I think what I loved about, again, these chapters is this, again, it's constant. Alita is always in this like battle with herself. And sometimes it's a battle, and sometimes it's just her asking questions about like who she is. What is my identity? What does that look like? What, if anything, is concrete about it? Right? And that's the stuff that like when you don't know, when you have a crisis like that, it's intense. Whenever I have like an identity crisis, I'm like, oh. I think the hiccup so far for me is like the girl, right? Like Shamira. Like that's like a hiccup. That's like, come on. Like the language, right? The way that she speaks, the fact that she's a person of color, right? To me, like in a sense, you know what I mean? That I've sort of seen in terms of like, oh, like this is like, right? Like, and in some ways, like I haven't yet seen like someone a person of color who hasn't been either like a scumbag or right into like or like lower like on like the sort of like food chain or whatever, in terms of woman, you know what I mean? So like to me that bothers me. I will say her brother is like a good representation of like, of someone who's like dope, but like we're not talking about guys, right? That like bugs me. The woman in the earlier chapters who was a cyborg and who was like a serial killer, and who was like hunting down beautiful. I think she was like hunting down beautiful women or something like that or whatever. It was like, come on, son. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I'm like, ugh. It's not like this is the worst thing ever, and we have to like come at the manga's head with like pitchforks and torches. Like, nah, I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's not that I don't like her. It's like there's always like little things that just kind of bug me a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like these are things that, like, you know, I don't know. I don't know much more. I want to know more about her. I hope that she's more than this. And, you know, in a sense of like, I don't want her to just be the little sister of the champion of motorball. Yeah, like that's something that I want to see what they do with Shamira. I want to see that. I want to see the growth and all that other stuff. I'm looking forward to it. You know, and that's how I feel about. That's kind of just how I feel about that. But you know, it's not like, oh, this is the worst. You know, this is the worst like thing I've ever seen or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's always like they're always like in a lot of ways there will be hiccups. But I've only read 15 chapters, right? I've only read 15 chapters. So I want to say that, like, I think there are some great things that Battle Angel Alita does. There's some really, really dope things that Battle Angel Alita does, and that it addresses. Like Ito, right? This is a very realistic thing where you have guys, you know, go through or try or work through their like misogyny and sexism and stuff like that, and then they devolve, right? And they take steps backwards, and they take these giant steps backwards. And this is a very real thing. You see it all the time, right? So this is something that I think is very realistic. And like Ito, he's got to figure that out. He's got to figure out, it's like the way he's thinking right now is like ridiculous. He's like, I want to crush Alita's spirit. I'm like, why? Her spirit's already crushed, sir. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's like that stuff. I don't get the feeling that the manga is sexist. I don't get that feeling at all. I think there are instances where usually when a manga is sexist, there's like consistent, like there's certain like very consistent things that occur, and oftentimes a manga will just be like whatever. Like Oda, like to me, like Oda doesn't think that he's sexist, but he's kind of sexist, right? Like it's like there are things that Oda will do consistently that you're just like, come on, son, and like. And like when you're called out on that, and then you give like garbage like responses, bro, like you just bury, like you just like digging a deeper hole for yourself, right? So it's stuff like that I don't think this manga is. I don't think this manga is sexist. I don't believe that, but I do think that like there are things that sort of pop up that I think always could be like better. They could always be, you know, fine. Like, you know what I mean? But again, I've only read 15 chapters. Once I finish the whole thing, then I can kind of like at least the whole thing, because I know that it doesn't have like 800 chapters or anything like that, right? So once I finish the whole thing, I can kind of get like a more sort of fine-tuned idea of like, do I feel like this manga is sexist? I don't think so. You know, and I think Alita is just like a wonderful representation of like a woman and a woman who's having an identity crisis and is just really dope. And Ito is like a great example of like a guy who wants to be better, but trips up and he struggles. And that's a very realistic thing. Right. I think it wouldn't be realistic if he was like, oh, I learned that I shouldn't treat women like garbage and that I shouldn't objectify them and stuff like that, and then I never do it again. You know what I mean? That's not realistic. Right. Yeah. Right. So it's like, so for me, it's like, I think for me here, I don't sense that. And I think, yeah, I think like when you're sort of like at a certain age and like those things, it's very realistic for like a guy to just like not see why certain things are kind of an issue or why they're kind of like triggering in a certain way. But again, these chapters were dope. It's like I like Shamira, but it's like, and in some ways I kind of understand, like, right, like I think in some ways she was sort of saying, oh, you know, in some ways, like I think she's attracted to Ito in a sense, but in another sense, right? She's very much so like saying, "Oh, you're a doctor. You can help my brother." You know what I mean? It's like it's very like there's very much like a reason as to why she's enamored. Right? She's not only enamored with Ito, but is very much so invested in forming like some sort of like bond or attachment or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like there's more to it than just like, oh, Ito's cool. You know what I mean? Alita's just dope. Alita's just a dope character. I think she's great. She's arrogant, but I think like I like that when the time calls for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, very, very good stuff. And I don't know. I want to see if I want to find out more about like what's going on with Shamira and all these other characters. You know, but I think like, and I think another reason why like the manga isn't necessarily sexist is because like consistently showcases like men as just doing the most, consistently doing trash things. You know what I mean? It's like, this is realistic. Men be doing the most. We doing the trash stuff. Like we just do this. This is the thing. This is reality. Not this like the like cyborg and stuff like that, but like these actions and you know what I mean. So I like it. I like what this manga is trying to do. What it's trying to showcase through the cyberpunk aesthetic and setting, and keep it going. Keep it going. All right. I like it. Keisha was doing a good work. All right. So I'm gonna keep reading, obviously. Yeah, like right, he doesn't encourage this stuff. He's like, this ain't good. Like I'm pretty sure like Keisha was like is not saying like, yo, go eat dog brains. No, I'm pretty sure that's not what he's saying. Like he's not saying go eat dog brains. Okay. He's like, dudes be on some wild stuff. And sometimes that comes from sometimes it comes from a place of trauma. Sometimes these dudes are just just jerks, right? And they're just terrible. And other times, like, you know, it's a mixture of like both. It's like not only are they just kind of like trash, but there's also like the trauma that like augments that what already exists within them, right? Like, so there's a lot that sort of goes on here in Battle Angel Alita. I really like it. I think people should just like definitely read it, definitely check it out. I'm gonna do another readathon for this. I'm probably gonna save it until next weekend, because I do have a lot of work that I do need to get done tomorrow. But I'm gonna do another readathon tomorrow. I have the Yona volumes, so I think I'm gonna do a Yona readathon for tomorrow, because like I miss it. I really do. I can't do it tonight because it's 9:30 now, and I'm trying to get to bed earlier. So yeah. So this is very good. Chapters 13 through 15 were dope. Okay. And just stay tuned for more readathons. All right, stay tuned for more of these. Like I'm going to keep going. This is lit. All right, as the kids sort of say, it's hype. I love it. The race was dope. Again, there's just these little things that I think these chapters and Battle Angel Alita as a whole just do well. And it's a consistency that I really, really like. So thank y'all for coming through. I always enjoy doing these readathons. When y'all come through, you know, it just makes the day and the night like a lot better. All right. The Nausicaa volume is probably going to come in sometime this week. I don't know exactly when, but it's probably going to come in sometime this week. Look out for that readathon probably next weekend. That's probably when it's going to be. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Readathons, y'all. All right. So there is a video where I just kind of like go through the list of the readathons that I'm going to be doing. I wish I could pin 2 tweets, because I had a tweet that sort of says like, here are the readathons that I'm doing. What I might do is I got to figure out how to make posts on my channel. So once I do that, I'm going to make a post on my YouTube channel that just like has a list of the manga that I'm doing for like my readathons, and then that way you'll be able to like look for it. But if you just like put in readathons Black Manga Critic, like you'll be able to like search for those for that tweet, and you'll find it, and you'll see exactly what I'm doing for the readathons and what is sort of currently ongoing. All right, so thank y'all for coming through, man. I'm gonna get to Nausicaa. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, when once I finish like a certain part of that readathon, then I can watch the film with my fiance, and we can enjoy it and love it, and it's gonna be dope. Actually, no. My fiance's already watched Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. But she hasn't told me anything about it. And I love her for that because she knows I don't like spoilers and she doesn't like spoilers. So that's why we're very copacetic that way. All right. Yeah, those things are. There's so many things that I would like to read, but I just kind of I just chip away at them. And that's what I do. I chip away at them and I keep it going. She loved Nausicaa. She was surprised at how much she loved it. She said to me, but she really, really adored it. And that's why I'm really looking forward to reading it, because like if I know if she likes a particular thing, like an animated like film or something like that, then I know it's going to be very, very good, because my fiance she's just got great taste in like films, and she's got a very particular sort of like sense of humor, and is very invested in certain things. And when those things happen, she's very happy about that. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, let me get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I'm the Black Manga Critic. I got a few things that I have to get done. Yeah, there's a few things that I got to get done. All right. Okay. Thank y'all for coming through to part 5 of the Battle Angel Alita Read-A-Thon. All right. And I'm out, ya.